Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Tuesday. What is going on? How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's week starting off so far? Hopefully it's been a good week thus far. Hopefully you're all having a great day. Shout out to the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share the channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. The strike zone is on the road to 2,000 subs. I'd love to get there sooner rather than later. But slowly but surely, the channel will definitely get there. I'm confident in it. But how are you all doing on this Tuesday afternoon? Let me know how you all are doing. We got game 2 today between the Minnesota Twins versus the New York Yankees. The Yankees won last night against the Twins 6-2. A much-needed win, but still plenty of work to do for the Yankees. They still have to put together a winning streak. They're barely holding on in the wild card spot. In third place in the wild card. They're 6 games behind the Blue Jays, but if the Yankees could start winning some games, if the Blue Jays and Red Sox could start losing some games, this would be extremely beneficial. Yankees have a big opportunity here to take the series tonight against the Minnesota Twins. You know, Carlos Rodon's going to be on the mound. We'll talk about the lineup. And in terms of the Yankees and their history against the Minnesota Twins, I mean, since 2002, they have a winning. They've dominated the Minnesota Twins. Historically, they have dominated the Minnesota Twins. Their winning percentage against the Twins since 2002 is over 700. So, you know, the Yankees, every time, pretty much every time they played against the Minnesota Twins, they dominate the Minnesota Twins. So, I feel pretty good about tonight's game. Let's see how it turns out. The lineup, I think you all will be happy with it. I'm happy with the lineup, so if that counts for anything. But before I go any further, let's say what's up to the chat real quick. We have Katie in the building. First person in the building is Katie. How are you? Robert's in the building. What is up? Railbird is in the building. What is up? Who else we got in the building? We got Beagle in the building. What is up? So we got a few people in the building right now. We'll wait for some more people coming in. Jacob Frederick is in the building. What's up there, Jacob? How's it going there, bud? How are you? What is up? What is up? Thank you for tuning in. So some Yankee news. The Yankees have signed catcher Rob Brantley to a minor league contract. So he is signed with their AAA team. Brantley's been in the majors for quite some time. You know, he spent time with many teams. Started out with the Marlins from 2012 to 2013, and spent a couple of seasons with the White Sox. Spent the season with the Phillies, with the Giants, with the Yankees back in 21 and 22, with the Rays. Last season he was with the Marlins, and now he just got signed to a minor league contract by the Yankees. So you know, he's probably just there as like a depth piece, I would say. But that the Yankees did end up signing him. Old Sarge, sir, how are you? I did my jumping jacks this morning and my push-ups. Don't worry, I didn't let you down there, Old Sarge. And I got some planks in as well. So hopefully you're proud. But so yes, the Yankees did sign Brantley. Now, in terms of other pieces of Yankee news, so I'm sure you all already heard. So, you know, Aaron Judge, obviously he's not going to take the field in this series, but Aaron Boone did say that he might be available to play right field in the series against the St. Louis Cardinals this weekend. Nothing is set in stone, according to Aaron Boone. So Boone is saying that, you know, be on the lookout. You'll see, you might see Aaron Judge take right field, which I would be happy about. You know, I know he hasn't been able to take the field. I know there's been a couple of games where he DH'd and Giancarlo Stanton sat, but in the last night's game and on Saturday's game, and of course tonight, you know, Giancarlo Stanton's playing right field, and rightfully so, man. You don't want to take Stanton's bat out of the lineup. That is just a no-no. He's been one of the better bats in this lineup. You had to find a way to play both Judge and Stanton. You know, Judge, unfortunately, since he's been back from his injury, Yeah, he struggled a little bit. He's been struggling, and he's been trying to find his way back, getting back into the groove. But I think he'll get back into the groove here eventually. Whenever players get back from an injury, they don't perform right away, unfortunately. But I do think that I do think that Judge will find his way back. But again, you gotta keep Judge and Stanton. You gotta keep both of those guys in the lineup. And I see a couple of other people. Cecilia, what's up, Cecilia? What is going on? Just got home from work. All right, yeah. Take your time. Get comfortable. All right. Get comfortable by all means. Ryan is in the chat. What's up, Ryan? How's it going? Michael Yoder's in the chat. What's going on? Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you. Make sure you all hit the like button on the way in, please. Let's get those likes up. And just like yesterday, if we hit 50 likes, I will gift a membership. I was able to gift a membership yesterday. Hopefully I can gift a membership again today on the pregame. So if we get to 50, I'll gift a membership. We got Susan in the building. Brooklyn's in the house. What's up, Susan? Are you and Ryan related? If so, are you what is brother, cousin? Same last name. I'm just curious. But welcome, Susan. How are you? Good to see you, as always. So that's one piece of news. Jared is in the building. He's asking, do you think Aaron is coming back next year? I do not think, because there's too much smoke involving Tony Pena. Oh, are you talking about Aaron Boone? I mean, as of right now, yes. Oh, okay. Sorry, Ryan. I just saw yeah, that's what I'm saying. I never saw two Levines anywhere ever. That's why I asked. I was like, wait a second, are they related? This is awesome. But to answer your question here, Jared, as of right now, Aaron Boone is coming back next year. I know a lot of fans want him fired, but as of right now, he's not going nowhere unless the Yankees say otherwise. So as of right now, I say he's coming back next year. So Desiree, what's up, Desiree? How's it going? Okay, cool. I'm glad everything went okay. If you can't chat, totally understand. Go get rest if you need to. I know I appreciate you popping in, but go get rest. The rest is more important. Okay. I appreciate you popping in. Thank you. But take care of yourself first and foremost. All right. What's up, Elsa's dad? Twinkies don't even have a starter posted yet. They actually do. Actually, let me get that name for you real quick. They did have a starter. Let me get that name for you. His name is Travis Adams. He's only pitched in 6 games, 1-1 record, 6.86 ERA. I think he just got called up by the Twins this year. What's up, Stephen B? How's it going? What's going on? So other pieces of Yankees news. Jonathan Loaisiga. First off, I wanted to mention his name. Aaron Boone did say that he is in play. I don't know what that means, but he is in play. At some point, he'll be back along with Ryan Yarbrough and Fernando Cruz. Ryan Yarbrough and Fernando Cruz, they're going to start their rehab assignments on Thursday. Much needed reinforcements that are needed for sure, because Yankees pitching has not exactly been the greatest as of late. And JT's in the building. What's up, JT? Other pieces of Yankees news. I'm just trying to catch you all up here with Yankees news. There's been a lot of Yankees news today. So, yeah, like I said, with Jonathan Loaisiga, Aaron Boone said that Loaisiga should be in play pretty soon. And who knows? We'll see what's going to happen with the bullpen. And speaking of the bullpen, Aaron Boone did say that he is planning on using Devin Williams in low leverage situations if he's able to. He says that's not going to always be the case, but it should be the case. Devin Williams should not be he should not be in high leverage situations at all. He should be in low leverage situations, period. So, at some, he is going to get utilized at some point, but he should not be used in safe situations at all or in high leverage situations. That should not be happening. So that's the news surrounding Devin Williams. And Austin Wells, folks, he's not in the lineup tonight. And once again, which I like seeing Ben Rice in the lineup, catcher. But Aaron Boone did say that Austin Wells is going to be in the lineup tomorrow. Wells did admit that he's been struggling, and it's just because he hasn't been able to hit sliders from off of pitchers, which opposing pitchers to throw sliders, the Yankees do struggle against heavily. Wells especially. Wells is like hitting, I think, .085, I think, against sliders. So, Wells hasn't been hitting well. But even if it's not the slider, Wells just hasn't been hitting well in general. Ben Rice needs to be catching more in these games. I just see a few other folks coming in. JT's in the building. What's up? How's it going, JT? Yeah, Big G's playing right field again. Hey, Miss 1000, what's up? Unless it's 25-0. Yeah. Well, low leverage. Low leverage. But a lot of Yankee news here. A lot of Yankee stuff here. So the big one though is, for me, it's just Aaron Judge returning to right field. What's up there, Jonathan? Did Jared pop in? I didn't see Jared. Oh, Jared. I was thinking of the other Jared. Sorry. There was a Jared Williams, but this Jared said. But Jared here says, not gonna lie, I think they're trying to write a fire underneath Wells. I think I could be. I mean, he's that catcher that they signed, Rob Brantley. He's probably just a death piece. I mean, they signed him to a minor league deal. Just sharing Yankees news there, Jonathan. Aaron Judge potentially returning to right field for the St. Louis series. And then Devin Williams being used in low leverage situations. Jonathan Loaisaga could be in play. So, and then Ryan Yarbrough, Fernando Cruz starting their rehab assignments on Thursday. Austin Wells will be in the lineup tomorrow. Travis Adams says 1-5 relief appearance is probably a bullpen game, even in minors, used as a reliever. Yeah, they're using it in an opener, man. They're using an opener. I looked at his baseball savant. I'll pull it up here in a minute. And his baseball savant, he throws a lot of fastballs, a lot of sliders. So definitely expect that. I'll actually pull up his baseball savant right now. Eflin having lower back surgery next week. Batista has significant. Oh boy, yeah. So big blow to the Orioles. I agree, Jared. Those umpires need to be scouted, but at the same time, the ABS system will be here soon enough. I mean, it needs to be here. These umpires this season, it's been bad with these umpires. But here's the baseball savant for Travis Adams. So he, again, 2025 season, he's only got one season. 1-1 record, 6.86 ERA. 19 and 2/3 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts, got a whip of 1.42. I mean, small sample size, right? He hasn't really pitched in a lot of games, but there's a lot of blues here for him. And as far as his pitch mix goes, yeah, throws a lot of fastballs, a lot of sliders. Looks like, he's got the cutter, sinker, changeup, curveball. So he's got a lot of pitches under his arsenal. He's got a lot of pitches under his arsenal, no doubt. But the Yankees should be able to do work against him. I mean, the Yankees did well yesterday against Zebby Matthews. The Yankees bats, that was the best the Yankees bats have looked in a while. But I do expect him, obviously, a lot of fastballs. He's going to throw a lot of sliders too. There's no doubt. Opposing pitchers are always going to do that for the against the Yankees bats. Desiree says should have 10 more likes. Yeah, let's get those likes up, people. If we get to 50 likes on this live stream, just like yesterday, I will gift a membership. So anybody who hasn't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. Hit that sub button too if you're watching this for the first time. Lou is in the building. What's up, Lou? True, Susan. You're right. You're not wrong about that one. You're not wrong about that statement. But this is the baseball savant of Travis Adams. Yeah, they should be able to hit Adams. They should be able to. But again, we've seen in past Yankees making these guys with 5, 6, 7 ERAs looking like freaking Cy Youngs, man. And it could be frustrating work. So easy work today. This team sold off. Yeah, it should be, right? They should win the series today. Make sure you all go vote in the poll. But let me pull up tonight's lineup. And for those that are wondering, yes, I will be doing the play-by-play today. So hopefully I get to see you all there. Scotto, yeah, exactly what I was saying. We've seen how the Yankees have struggled against pitchers that have like 4, 5, 6, 7 ERAs. Which is mind-boggling to me. What's up, Peanut? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, I don't take anything for granted either. Jared says I think there's going to be I think that next year's going to be the last season for at least 6 months because I think there's going to be a lockout coming after next year. It's been in the talks, man. It's possible. It's possible, but we'll talk about that when we get there. Yeah, Desiree, like I was saying, get some rest if you need to, okay? Appreciate you being here, but your well-being is more important. But here's the lineup for the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. So Twins lineup: Martin, Buxton, Jeffers, Kishal. I think that's how you pronounce it. I apologize. What's up, Dave? What's going on? Lewis, Clemens, Gasper, Julian, Fitzgerald. Adams is your starting pitcher. 1-1 record, 6.86 ERA. Yeah, same lineup as yesterday, Yasin. Scotto says sad to say, but a lockout is definitely coming. Yeah, no doubt. If it's going to be here, it's going to be here. Nothing we could do about it. Listen in, force myself to eat something. For sure. Yeah, do what you got to do, Desiree. Just take care of you. Yankees lineup, same as yesterday. Grisham, Judge, Bellinger, Stanton, Rice, Jazz, Goldschmidt, McMahon, Volpe. Carlos Rodon is on the mound for the New York Yankees. Stephen B says he thinks they should be playing Dominguez. I mean, a lot of fans are going to feel that way. A lot of fans are probably, I'm sure a lot of fans are feeling that way. I do want to see Dominguez in the lineup, yes. Yasin, which I think I know which one you're talking about. But which is it? Because I saw something that Clint Frazier said about the Yankees. So which one are you talking about? But I like the lineup. Okay, I like the lineup. The fact that Judge and Stanton are in the same lineup together, that needs to happen. Ben Rice catching once again, absolutely. I really thought Austin Wells was going to be in the lineup just because Carlos Rodon was pitching, but Rice has been solid, honestly, catching. All right, Rice has been solid behind at the dish. I like what Rice is doing behind the plate. Calls a good game. I feel like you see that he has a good relationship there with Will Warren. I think he could form that same relationship with Carlos Rodon or any of the starting pitchers. Really, I think he could have that good chemistry. I like Ben Rice catching. He needs to catch more often. he needs to catch more often over Austin Wells. Austin Wells sadly has regressed a lot. So, I even defensively, there's definitely question marks when it comes to Austin Wells. I liked what he did when he first came up. I mean, I loved what he was doing, but right now, man, he has regressed a lot. So Ben Rice needs to be the guy. So only reason I'm saying it when we played Dominguez lead off 5-game win streak and messed with it and went to losing streak. Yeah, I understand, but I also think the Yankees are thinking defensively. But again, it's one of those things where, I still want to. I would love to see Dominguez in the lineup so he can, get his reps out there, get the experience. But I think at the same time, the Yankees are in a bind. Clearly, there's 43 games left. You got to try and put out the best players you possibly can, both on the offensive side and the defensive side, because you cannot be playing around. You don't want to play around. This isn't the time to just play to start messing around, man. You got to go out there and play, man. You got to win some games. You got a postseason to make. And Robert's in the building. He says, yes, Ben has been all over the baseball, like white. Yeah, true. I would love to see it, Joseph. I think he's showing that he's earning it. Dave says Wells needs to be sent down. I think it'll benefit him just to be sent down and work on his craft. Scotto says that the Yankees aren't in love with Dominguez. I mean, I feel like if that was the case, I think they would have traded him or not play him at all, period, or barely play him. So, again, that's my take. But right now, the position that the Yankees are in, you got to try to put out the best guys you possibly can to try and help you win these games. So, this is the best lineup you could possibly put out. But yeah, I like Rice catching. Stanton playing right field, sure, it may not be the most ideal, but he needs to be in the lineup. He's been one of the better bats in this lineup. Bellinger absolutely needs to be in this lineup. Bellinger's one of those guys, he could play anywhere in the outfield. Yeah, Dominguez's fielding has improved somewhat. Yeah, it has, and it's going to continue improving over time. I mean, he's got what it takes. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Stephen B. I mean, he's saying that he's having a hard time hitting sliders. There are a lot of pitchers throwing sliders, and he's failing as a result of that. And speaking of players struggling, John Boy asked Aaron Boone. Whether or not Max Fried has been struggling because of the blisters, but he's saying it's not the blisters. It's just Max Fried has been struggling with command, which I actually agree with Boone on that, because the command has been a big issue with Fried as of late in his last few starts. I was thinking the same thing, because the opposing teams are able to hit off of him, and he wasn't always, like, throughout the season, he wasn't always easy to hit against, but lately other teams are just teeing off of him. They're just getting hits off of him, getting home runs off of him. It's a little concerning. Yeah, Frazier said if you fire Boone, you got to fire everyone. Well, that is the case. The thing is, this is the thing. I'm not going to take a deep dive into this, but I've already mentioned this. I've already said this several times, but I haven't been able to get a reaction out of anybody. But people say to fire Boone, but then folks are also saying they're just going to hire another guy like him. So what's the point of firing Boone if they're going to hire another guy just like him? It's just going to be a complete waste of time. So Frazier also said that Boone doesn't have 100% say, right? He makes the decisions. He makes decisions, but he's got to also communicate with the analytical team. They make the analytical team they write out the lineups. So does Aaron Boone. Then they compare and contrast and see if they have the same lineups. And if not, then they work on the lineups together to figure out what's the best possible lineup they could put together. So, well, I guess better reason for him to not play then, huh? Obviously, I'm joking, but again, Dominguez is a rookie. You got to give him more time at left field, man. I'm not, compared to other left fielders, look at all the left fielders in Major League Baseball. Max Fried, it's clearly off. It's clearly off. I mean, yeah, he has been having issues on the mound. I mean, that's why the guy is not able to go have these long outings. He's not able to go 6 or 7 innings. He's not been able to do it. I mean, the one guy that has been Will Warren. He's been the bright spot. What's up, Sunil? How's it going? What's going on? How are we feeling? But at the end of the day, the Yankees, they got to win tonight. Hopefully they could sweep the Twins tomorrow. Hopefully they could come away with a series win, because boy, do they desperately need it. They've been losing series or getting swept, and it hasn't been everybody. Well, Cashman's not going to get fired. So if you fire Boone, then yeah, you got to fire the analytics department and the rest of the coaches. I have a video on a guy we traded for Narvaez. Are you talking about Rodriguez Cruz? Robert is adding here. This is only proof that hitting a baseball or even playing baseball in itself is one of the hardest sports to perform well every day. Wells is proof, maybe some kind of injury. Yeah, maybe, man. But yeah, baseball is a hard sport to play. 100%. You have to hit 3 out of 10 times, and you'll find success, and that's hard to do now for a lot of players. And hitting 300 is not a big deal anymore. If you're not hitting 300, it's if you're hitting like 250, 260, that's considered good. Whereas in the past, man, it's like that wasn't great years ago. But now, they're more focused on other stats in baseball. Yeah, I mean, you don't want there to be too much. Look, analytics is going to be part of the game. Plain and simple. Again, I'm not going to take a deep dive into this, but analytics is always going to be part of the sport. Whether you like it or not, it's going to be always part of the sport. It's just a matter of how teams use it, implement it into the game. I don't like too much analytics, but you have to have a feel for the game. So, you could have a healthy balance between the two, having a feel for the game and implementing the analytics, but I don't like 100% analytics. But analytics is killing baseball. Yeah. I mean, it's very like stats driven, But again, I won't take too much of a deep dive into that. But what I want to take a dive into is the predictions. I want to talk predictions with all of you. Let's talk about tonight's game. Let's get into these predictions. What do we got, folks? What are we thinking for Carlos Rodon? How does Carlos Rodon do today? How does he perform tonight? So Carlos Rodon, I know as of late hasn't looked excellent. He has been struggling just like Max Fried has. Let me pull up the game logs here. Yeah, his last outing was against the Rangers. Yeah, walked four, struck out 3, only gave up 2 runs. He went 5 innings. The game before that was against the Marlins. He only went 4 2/3. He struck out 9, walked 5. And then The game before the Marlins was against the Phillies. He actually wasn't too bad in that one. Gave up 3 earned runs, walked the batter, struck out 8. But his last 2 starts, not the greatest. What's up, Cecilia? How's it going? I'm liking the lineup today. I'm calling another belly homer, and let's go Los. Let's go. You're calling another belly homer. But what do we got for Carlos Rodon? How many strikeouts? How many innings does he pitch? How many walks? How many runs does he give up? What are we thinking for Carlos Rodon? So Stephen B is going 7 innings, 2 runs, 10 Ks. Jared says he would love for him to get out of the 5th and go into the 6th. You and me both. What's up, Jace? Jace is in the building. What's up, Jace Pierre? Sunil's going 8 innings pitched, giving up 1 to 2 hits, no runs, a walk, 11 strikeouts. That's a big outing. It's a solid outing. Katie says 7 innings for Rodon. Robert's going 7 innings, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, give up a solo homer. Okay. I think I think Rodon, I'm going to, you know what? 10-2 Yankees from Katie. All right. Dave is going 6, 1 run, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. So not a lot of strikeouts, not a lot of walks, only gives up 1 run. I'll give Carlos Rodon, I'll give him 6 2/3. All right. I know a few of you are saying 7. One of you are saying 8. I'll give him 6 2/3. I think he'll go 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, and I think he'll give up a run. Cecilia says Los better go 6. Yeah, I'm predicting 6 2/3. Like pitching a perfect game there, Sunil. He almost did that actually. Wasn't it against the Baltimore Orioles? He almost did it. He had a perfect game going, which I thought was awesome. That would be pretty awesome if he did pitch a perfect game. I don't see it, but hey, you never know. But I got him going 6 2/3, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks. I'm going to say 3 walks, and then gives up a run. Yeah, that was like 6 2. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hopefully, Robert. I mean, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. If the Yankees could sweep the Twins, take 2 out of 3 against the Cardinals this weekend, that would make it, 7-1. Shoot, so you could sign me up for that. All right, let's talk double plays. What do we got for double plays? Who's hitting into a double play tonight? Oh, it's Fire Boone night. It's organized, yeah. How many double plays did the Yankees hit into? What do we got? What do we got for double plays? What are we thinking? Yankees hit into 1 double play. Stephen B says 2 double plays by Volpe. Volpe's actually been better at the plate lately. Believe it or not. I mean, he's actually shown some improvement, right? I mean, the guy that should be getting criticized, honestly, is Austin Wells. Jace Pierce says 2. Joseph says 1. What else we got for double plays? Cecilia's going 2, 1 from Volpe and Goldie. Okay, fair enough. So Cecilia's saying 2 double plays. I'm going to go with 1. I'm going one double play. All right, let's move. Any other double play predictions before we move on to the home run predictions? You know what? I might play a little music in the background during all these live streams, just like I've been doing in the play-by-play. Why not? So there's not that awkward silence. Dave Eisenberg is going one double play. So a couple of you saying two, a few of you are saying one. Oh, you want me to say by who there, Cecilia? Yeah, I'm going to play the background music for moving forward, man. I think it just adds a little bit, there's not that awkward silence. I like it. So let me know how you all feel about it. But I've been doing it for the play-by-plays too. But double play, I'll say my one double play. Looking at this lineup. And I'm probably going to get killed for this one, and I do apologize. I am so sorry, but I think Aaron Judge is going to hit into a double play. But I also think he's going to hit a home run tonight. So I got Judge hitting into that double play. I'm sorry. Don't come after me. Don't attack me, please. But I think he'll hit into a double play. All right, let's talk. Let's get into these home run predictions. I'm sorry, Cecilia. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Nah, with two people, it's actually not that bad either, Stephen B. I jumped on with Ace on his channel. I think he always has the music playing. It's actually not bad, man. I actually dig it. Doctor Office music. Nah, the Doctor Office music is something else. This is like nice, calm. You know what I mean? Stephen B says that Stanton's going yard again. I'd love to see it. I think home run predictions, I got I'm definitely saying Judge. I'm going to say Judge, Stanton. See, last night I was going to predict Bellinger, but I didn't say Bellinger, and I'm tempted to say Bellinger. But I think once again, you know what? I'm gonna take the risk and not say Bellinger. Oh, that's cool, Stephen B. Joseph says home runs, Rice and Bellinger. Okay, so yeah, Rice and Bellinger hit one yesterday. So did Stanton. But I'm gonna say Judge, Stanton, and I really want him to hit a home run tonight. I want him to get his first career home run as a New York Yankee, Ryan McMahon. Those are going to be my home run predictions. So Stanton, Judge, McMahon. Those are my home run predictions. That's what I got. So, yep. I'm sticking with that. Any other home run predictions? Go ahead and drop them real quick, folks, before we move on to the next prediction. Well, McMahon, he's still a solid defender at third base, no doubt. When he first got traded to the Yankees, his bat was really good. He was hitting well, but he's regressed a little bit. So he has been striking out. He has been grounding out. It sucks, but I think he'll be fine. Dave is going Stanton and Judge, Bellinger. Okay. Yeah, see, I really want to say Bellinger, but I think I'll take a risk and not say Bellinger again. I'll probably watch. I'm gonna be like, see, I should have said Bellinger. Robert's going Judge and Stanton. So Sunil's making his Stanton prediction. Yeah, Stanton's been on fire, man. Struggled a little bit when he first came back, but he's been killing it. What's up there, Bill-O? What's going on, dude? What's going on? What's up? Any other home run predictions before we move to score predictions? Bill is making some calzones, bro. Calzones sound really good right now. Send one my way, bro. Please send one my way. Drinking coffee out of my little coffee mug here. Oh, cool. He's at the game. Met Hector yesterday. That's cool. So Snell's going. Grisham, Bellinger, Judge, Stanton. Sleeper. He says our catcher tonight, Wells or Escara. Rice is the catcher there, bud. Rice is starting tonight. And Volpe's going to make Susan Levine hold the beer. Yeah. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Beagle. Yo, Max! Shout out to my guy, Max. First off, congratulations on the engagement. I saw your short today, so she said yes. Congratulations, my friend. Also, congratulations on breaking 13,000 subs, man. That's amazing, dude. Your channel has been just growing, especially this year, bro. Like, you've just been killing it, man. I'm trying to get to that level right there. But dude, but really though, like, congratulations on the engagement. So happy for you, dude. I'm going to say it's about freaking time. I was like, what is this guy waiting for? Number one. Number two, like I said, congratulations on breaking 13,000 subs, man. That's amazing work. That is amazing work. Good job. Good job, man. I'm so happy for you, dude. I'm so happy for you. You deserve it. So congratulations. You're welcome, Max. I mean that. I really do mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. I'm so happy for you, dude. Yeah, anytime. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. But yeah, man, I was just like, when is he gonna put a ring on her? Like, come on, man. When is the news coming out? But good stuff. NFE for bet? Nah, I can't be. No. I can't be best man. He's got a best man. That ain't me. Nope. But if he needs security or bodyguard, I'll be there for him. Yeah, congrats to Max City, man. That's awesome. That is good stuff, dude. All right. What do we got for score predictions tonight, people? So last night's game was 6-2. Will Warren was fantastic. What do we got for score predictions tonight? What are we thinking? Oh, we appreciate you sharing it there, bud. I mean, Boone is married, so I guess he does have a ring. Judge is married too, so I guess he does have a ring. So, boo, Snell, boo! Stephen B says NFE for commissioner. I don't want that job, dude. I don't want to be commissioner. No. Nope. That's too stressful. I'm okay. Boone is divorced. Then who was that woman that he was with? Was that his girlfriend? I thought it was his wife, and that other girl was his daughter. Max is going 10-2. Let's win the friggin' series. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Yeah, they got to win the series, man. Since 2002, they've owned the Twins, man. It's like the winning their winning percentage against the Twins is over 700. Congratulations. So year 8 for Stephen B. Okay. Shoot. You know who's not married? This guy is not married. I'm a single man. But anyway, let's get back to I'm seeing some more predictions here. Sean Browning going, he's saying 7 innings pitched, gives up 4 hits, no runs, 10 strikeouts, 2 walks. Dave Eisenberg is going 7-4. Let's get those score predictions in. Bill O is predicting Rodon goes 7 innings, 11 Ks, 2 walks, 3 runs. Yanks win 12-3. 10-0 from Sean. I don't want to be a Yankee. I don't want to be a manager of a baseball team. Nope, I don't want that stress either. I'm okay, but thank you, but no, I'm all right. That is just too. That's just too much. Nope, I'm good. My score prediction for tonight. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 8-3. I'm not a secretary. Nah, I'm good. I'm going 8-3. He doesn't only blow blows. Oh, snap, Robert. 8-3 tonight, folks. That's my score prediction. Stephen B is going 4-1. Nine nothing. Sean is going Judge hit. Sean is saying Judge is going to hit 2 homers. All right. Let's check this poll real quick. I want to see what everybody voted for in the poll. 41 votes. And 88% of you said absolutely the Yankees take the series win tonight. Let's go. So the majority of you are confident. Judge and Stanton 2 each to Sean Browning. Yankees need to sweep. Yeah, they absolutely need to sweep the Twins. 6-4 from Joseph. Volpe and Judge is looking locked in for sure. No doubt about it. Yeah. Home run predictions. All right. So, well, Dave looked up if Boone is married, so I guess he is. North Carolina vinyl picker says 6-2 Yanks. Big G goes yard again, making homemade chicken curry and yellow rice and homemade chicken curry and yellow rice. Sign me up, dude. Yankees win tonight on the strength of a Rodon gem. Nice. 6-1 from Robert. Okay. Let's go. So I'm definitely not Sean. I mean, I don't really care if he's married or not. I just want the Yankees to win. That's all I care about. But he's saying he only gives up a solo homer. Okay, Robert, I got you. All right, let's talk food. What do we got for food tonight? Who's eating what? What's on the menu? I know Bill O said he's making some calzones. Oh, you got plenty for all of us Yankee fans, bro. Send some this way. 12-3 from Bill O. He says he wants to get crunked up. Bro, I got to ask, do we have a problem? Is there something do we need to have like an intervention there, sir? Chicken and rice from Dave. I mean, whatever. Again, it doesn't matter. But let's talk food though. What are we eating? Yo, Rodney, what's up, man? T-bone and fried potatoes. That sounds amazing. That sounds tasty. T-bone and fried potatoes. Billo says, "Hell no, my only problem is I run out." Oh boy. Yasin is going Judge, Stanton, Rice, and Bellinger home runs. So he's got. It's going to be a home run derby tonight. That's what Yasin is telling us. Okay. What else? What else, folks? What else is on the menu? Hamburger and rice. Veggie, calzone, peppers, onions, spinach, and asparagus. Okay. Yeah, that's a veggie, all right. Now, calzones for me, man. I love chicken in my calzones. Chicken, some cheese calzones. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, we'll see, Rodney. These teams still, they still have a lot of work to do. Still have a lot of work to do. As far as I'm concerned, their heads are still not above water. They are sinking. They're definitely sinking. It is a start. Sausage and meatballs. So it's not a veggie calzone. They're going crazy out in Seattle. Why? Because they're like winning games or something? Because they're in first place in the wild card standings in the American League. Is that why? I want to see who the. Oh yeah, they're playing. Yeah, I mean Seattle should have an easy series. They're playing against the Orioles. Obviously, Yankees and Twins. Who are the? Oh yeah, the Blue Jays are playing the Cubs starting tonight, and then we'll see what happens between the Red Sox and Astros. Yeah, Mariners Mania. It's the next experience. Yeah, no doubt. You made 3. Okay, Bill. Started with a boar's head chipotle salad from Publix. I love arugula and 4 baby lamb chops and some feta cheese. Ooh, okay. Judge bobblehead night. Yeah, people probably camped out like 6 hours before the game so they could get the bobblehead. No doubt. Yes, indeed. Ronnie says yuck. He's saying yuck too. Paranormal, what's up, Paranormal? Long time no see. How have you been, man? But yeah, the Yankees, like I said, they need a win tonight, take the series. But, these guys need to start putting together a winning streak. Yeah, good to see you too there, Paranormal. They need to start getting a winning streak going. You know what I mean? They absolutely got to get a winning streak going because it can't be just winning 1 or 2 games and then losing the next, 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 games, man. They gotta start putting together a series of wins, and then you hope the Red Sox can lose some games. You hope the Blue Jays can lose some games, and the Yankees gaining some ground in the AL East, and then gaining some ground in the wild card race. Ronnie says 12 to 14 game streak would be ideal, but let's be honest. Realistically, if we're talking realistically, they need to get like a 5 or 6 game winning streak going. That's more realistic. I mean, clearly, but 12 to 14 would be amazing. But I feel like with this series, they should be able to sweep, one would think. And and then they'll travel to St. Louis. I would think they could beat St. Louis 2 out of 3. Greek cooking also. Baklava. I mean, my family makes that. I love me some baklava, bro. No doubt. Shooting for the moon, hey. Sometimes you got to shoot for the moon. Sometimes you got to shoot for the stars. You know what I mean? Gotta have that faith. Euros. But yeah, the Yankees, like I said, man, it's like they're hanging on by a thread right now when it comes to the wild card. The Guardians are right behind them, by a game. So it's like the Yankees, they're hanging on by a thread right now in the wild card race, right? And the Texas Rangers are not that far behind either. They're 2.5 games out. The Royals are 4 games out. Shoot, the Rays are 5.5 games out. I mean, the Rays are, still very much in it too. I mean, anything could happen at any given time. August and September, man, it's like it's crunch time. 43 games left, people. What's up, Dan? How's it going? 43 games left. It's not a lot of games. So, yeah, Robert says that, this is crunch time and whoever wants it, more mentality will get there. Yeah, 100%. I mean, they should be able to sweep the Twins. The Cardinals, I don't know about the Cardinals. Cardinals are not a bad team. And, the Guardians are playing against the Marlins right now in the series. Actually, they're playing right now as we speak. So, as far as the Cardinals go, I'm just going to check those guys real quick. They're 3 games out of a wild card spot. Last 10 games are 6-4. Cardinals will bring a little bit more of a challenge to the Yankees. 5-1 would be amazing. Uh, 33-10 spillover these next 43 games gets them to 96 wins. Sunil is saying, yeah, initially I had the Yankees winning 96 games this season, but then when the Cole injury happened and they had other guys that got hurt, my prediction then became 93. Is that still ideal? I don't know. This is indeed a soft spell, then should be realistic, right, Sunil? But I think it's easier said than done, though. Cardinals sold at the deadline. Their manager isn't there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Yarbrough and Fernando Cruz are going to start their rehab assignments on Thursday. Boone also said that Loaisiga is going to be in play. I mean, I know Loaisiga he hasn't looked great this season, but if anything, it's an extra arm. It's another arm, reinforcements. But guys like Yarbrough and Cruz are needed, man. They are desperately needed, especially Cruz. And Fernando Cruz has been solid for the Yankees. But yeah, I mean, they gotta moving from here on out, they got to treat every game like it's a playoff game. Scotto says, be lucky to get 90 wins. Well, I'm sure a lot of the way they've been playing, I mean, I understand. Yeah, I would agree. Bill says 93 will get a wild card. Rays and Jays have a tough schedule. So does Boston. All these teams, I mean, it's going to be tough all around. Like, it's just going to be tough all around. For 93 wins, that drops them. Yeah, I believe 93 wins. Well, Boone and Cashman ain't going nowhere, especially Brian Cashman. He's definitely not going anywhere. Cashman's going to be under contract for next season as well. After 2026, we'll see. Yeah, I got 90. I predicted 93. After the injuries to Cole, the injury to Cole, and some of the other injuries that went down. I predicted 93 because I initially had 96, but then I readjusted my prediction in the offseason before the season started, and I said 93. But, well, whatever it is, however many wins, Yankees got to go out and treat every game like it's a playoff game, like it's a wild card game. You know, it's a one game, and it's just, if you lose, you're out. That's how they got to treat this. Billo says got to root for the Cubs tonight. Got to. And we also got to root for the Astros tonight too in this series against Boston. You know, it's always funny when you root for a rival, right? Or you root for a team that you don't want to root for, but sometimes you just got to root for those teams because it's going to benefit your team. Got the Yankees pregame on now for sure. Yeah, I'll probably end the pregame here on my end here in a few minutes. That way I can get ready for the play-by-play, which I will go live in less than 10 minutes. Oh, they wouldn't be clinching the playoffs right now, Beagle, back in the day. Not on August 12th. No way. Let's check this poll again. Yeah, 51 votes and 84% of you said absolutely. Dan, I mean, like I was saying earlier, Ben Rice needs to catch more. He does have to. I mean, he should. I like the way he calls the game at the plate, man. That's who I want at the plate. But Boone did say that that Austin Wells is going to catch tomorrow. But Rice needs to catch more often. What's up, Bill? How's it going there, man? But yeah, Boone did say that Wells is going to catch tomorrow. It's gonna happen. I feel like it was inevitable that was going to happen. I mean, but still, I want to see. I want to see Ben Rice catch more. He's been so far. He's shown that he's better than Wells. Wells has regressed, man. He has. Would I fire Boone and Cashman? Hard to say. I don't know. I'd have to be in that situation. I'd have to be the owner of the Yankees. Never should have traded Jesus. Well, you know, they should have never. I mean, we could sit here all day saying they should have never traded this guy, that guy. I mean, these trades needed to happen to help the Yankees improve the team. You don't know how these trades are going to end up. And if you're not trading these guys, then you have to be okay with not building for the long term and not having to worry about, if the Yankees don't go win a championship this year, then, they're going to prepare for next year. But the Yankees mentality is, and it is every single season, even though they may not show it, is to try and go out there and win a World Series every single year, is to go out there and compete. Their names, the Yankees are always mentioned in the conversation of postseason and World Series every single year. No matter what the team is or who the team is, Yankees are always mentioned. So I agree, Bill. I agree. They should be dominating sub 500 teams. No doubt about it. Yeah, Billo, they did give up a lot of catching prospects, but again, realistically, it's not like all these guys were going to, be playing for the New York Yankees. They did sell us on Austin Wells. When Austin Wells came up at first, he looked great. I liked what I was seeing from him, but he's regressed a lot. Unfortunately, sadly, he has regressed a lot. And again, by trading away these guys, you don't know how they're going to end up. You truly don't know. But they traded these guys to help the team win now. Right? The Yankees are, you have people saying that they gave up all these guys. Well, you gotta give up something to get something. Unfortunately, trades suck. These trades hurt, but you do what you got to do. But Yankees have other catchers coming up. But anyway, folks, I mean, we could go on forever about this stuff, but I am going to wrap it up here so I can get ready for the play-by-play. But I do appreciate every single one of you popping in and hanging out on this live stream. Hopefully, I see you all for the play-by-play. I'm going to go live for the play-by-play in a little over 10 minutes. And Carl is asking, should Rice be the everyday catcher? 100% should be the everyday catcher, I think. Okay. Well, for catching depth, I mean, he's not going to be an everyday catcher. Medium rare steak there, Bill P. Curry's ready. Have a great game. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we got to ride a lot of Rule 5 picks that would have lost. Yeah, exactly. And some of those guys were probably exposed. We're going to be exposed to the Rule 5, so might as well trade them and get something back. Pork, mozzarella sticks, and rice. Nice. Desiree says, eating medium rare steak now with mashed potatoes and corn, forcing myself to eat. Why is Stanton? Well, Stanton needs to be in the lineup. They're not trying to risk another injury. Sunil, yeah. When I also have the Brooklyn Bridge to sell you there, Sunil. But yeah, 31 out of 34. Yeah, let's get those likes up. But anyway, folks, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all very much. I'll see you all here in a little over 10 minutes for the play-by-play. So hopefully the Yankees could take the series tonight. Thank you all for popping in and hanging out and making this fun as always. Thank you all very, very much. I'll see you all for the play-by-play. And don't really care about the criticisms about Stanton. Stanton's been one of the hottest bats. I don't want to hear it. But anyway, let's go Yankees, and I'll see you all for the play-by-play. You all have a great one. Enjoy your night, and let's go Yankees.